Welcome to Moko Plays. We're playing Viewfinder, which is, it just came out yesterday, and it's a really interesting first-person puzzle game. This thing is very much my jam.
We're in. Time to explore.
So yeah, played the demo a few weeks back, and then played about the first 45 minutes or so yesterday. But we've gone back to the start here just to kind of capture the full experience. But yeah, this thing combines some stuff that I really enjoy, kind of nice, like slightly cozy aesthetic. I'm getting Witness vibes from it.
What is this place?
And I'm a big fan
This much overgrowth before.
of puzzle games and games in general that play with space.
Like the world.
So yeah, I'm also picking up vibes of, for example, a portal or perhaps an antechamber in places from this thing. Seems good.
It's hard not to just sit here and take in the view. The breeze, the sunlight. It feels real, and that's enough for me.
Also, there are massive blocky buildings just hanging in thin air, apparently. So, yeah, that's cool. So what can we do? We can walk around the world, we can jump. Don't seem to have any running or crouching or anything like that. We can play with these little interactables here.
Hard to believe
Audio logs.
finally managed to come together. This assembled team of brilliant minds, here to bring to life my vision. Or rather, our vision. Now, to detail our first list of tasks, then I'll return to the party.
Okay, I guess that was the end of that. So the audio logs seem like the audio itself is positional, but the subtitles keep going afterwards. Half marks for that, then. I always want an audio log to keep playing while I walk around the world. Never want to have to stand in one place and listen to stuff. I'm sure that's a common sentiment. Okay, so yeah, I know what's going to happen here, but for anyone who hasn't seen this before, this game's about to show us one of a couple of tricks.
Whoa, you okay? Your vitals look good. I guess we know now that falling doesn't hurt. That's some good news, at least.
So yeah, I have this
Way to get back up there.
time rewinding capability.
Oh, yo, what? That's sick.
Interesting. This jump... Oh, there we go, I made it. I was going to say that jump is doable. I wonder if the actual solution there is that, like, whichever bridge you walk on first breaks and you're supposed to use the other one. That is the solution. That's really interesting.
What's an old photograph doing here?
And yeah, this game has another really big trick, and this is kind of the core conceit of the game, which is, hey, I have this photo, and I can hold it up, place it, look at it, kind of relative. I can do something with it. Kind of look at it relative to other stuff, and then if I click to place it, look at that. That is... It's astonishing. It's astonishing how smooth it is. They've done such a good job of bringing that concept to life. And I can rewind and like kind of unplace it, place it somewhere else if I need to. It's so smooth, it's so cool.
Hang on, did you just shift reality? A teleporter!
And so yeah, this is the game. You land in a level, you have to make your way to a teleporter, and solve whatever conditions are in between you and getting out of it. In this case, we've got this one battery here. and we need another 2 batteries. So there's one. Also we can sit, which is nice. And then, yeah, some of this environmental storytelling stuff. I'm not, like, super sold on the story so far. I do think the voice acting of Jessie, who's our kind of main companion, is pretty good and pretty engaging.
Oh, you know I cannot stand these types of activities.
Here I am, my love. Please, hold still.
What do I even do with my hands?
Just relax them and try to smile.
A portrait in a digital landscape. Tell me, is this technically traditional or digital?
Enough questions. Stop moving. Smile.
Okay, I didn't hit all of these audio logs, apparently, first time through, so that's the first time I've actually heard anyone mention, hey, we're in a digital landscape, which is interesting. Okay, so yeah, we have this battery. Let's put this on here.
It's almost working. Looks like we need one more.
And so if we place this other photo, which is a photo of, I think, the actual room that we're in here, maybe? Yeah, that's that kind of shelves on the side. So this is a photo of when that battery did exist in this room, and as you may expect, once we place the photo, the battery is here and real for us. It's also kind of worth acknowledging that some stuff that's out of frame of the original photo does persist. And I guess they kind of fudge this a little bit in some places, like right over here is the board where the photo was on, but in this case I can't go in and get myself another photo. Not that I need one, I'm just kind of poking and prodding at stuff as we go.
Well done.
And yeah, we can rotate the photo. It does cause like actual geometry. You can see I got a little bit stuck on that step here, so that's just worth noting on some puzzles. The placement does matter in terms of how it's going to like interact. Like in this case, that should form a walkable surface like this.
Hey, there we go. Whoa, this place definitely feels different than what we've seen so far. It looks like someone really settled here. It's really nice. I wish I could be in there with you. It must be a security measure. A structured path we have to follow. Well, let's find the next working one. Okay, what's next?
So yeah, it's very chill vibes in terms of the the locations and you know the way the characters on the audio recordings talk to each other and that sort of thing. I guess maybe I'm not sure quite how I feel about the characters, their interactions, their journey of discovery. It's maybe a little bit saccharine, but also this game has surprised me multiple times in the short time that I have spent with it so far. So I'm holding out hope that it's gonna be consistent and you know, continue to amuse and entertain. I'm kind of breezing through some of this stuff here, obviously having hit most of this stuff before. I can hit the F key, which just kind of aligns with the ground there. So like I'm holding the right mouse button and if I press F there, it just kind of snaps it into place, so I end up with a level surface. It doesn't solve the puzzle for you. If I'd been looking, you know, over in this direction or whatever, it wouldn't have snapped it over here. It's just like a little, hey, make sure I don't end up with something too janky as I'm going, conceit. So we've got this fence here that we need to get through. We can do that by placing this arch. You can see what I was saying about placement there. I've actually like kind of boxed myself into a corner, but there's movement and jumping, so you can kind of platform your way around some stuff.
I need to understand. This place, beautiful as it is, carries so much weight. There is promise here. Promise of a future we can surely achieve. Even now, I'm striving to reach heights I never thought possible. All that I hope is that everything we do here continues to have meaning out there as well. For our sake, for Mirren's sake.
Maybe there's a surface you can use to climb up there.
Yeah, so that's obviously where I need to get to. This, I really struggled with this puzzle due to it taking me a very long time to notice that this photo was here. So obviously we're going to use it to get up there, but before we do, there's a cat up there, and I cannot ignore cats. I don't know if my microphone picked that up, but literally my cat just said hello. My real life cat, not my video game cat. And yes, like all good games, we can pet the cat. Right, if we going back to here. Oh yeah, also worth noting on the timeline here, you can see we've got these markers down at the bottom for the X's are when you place a photo, so you can easily skip back to that. Like if I'd done something wrong with the second photo, I could skip back and undo that one as well. Right, let's rotate that, make that climbable. Okay, so we need 2 more batteries. Yeah, this one I also struggled with a bit. Battery number 1 is through there, so I think we can use any of these to remove the fence. It's it does such weird things to my brain when you start to walk towards that stuff, and then it's just like, whoop, there's still a gap there. That's like some kind of vertigo-like feeling, really. And then, yeah, I struggled with this one for a while. I was like, hey, there must be a second battery or a way to get that one back or whatever. The clue really is in the fact that we've got this space in the middle here that's like kind of walled off, but obviously is hollow. I feel like they could have done a touch more to signpost this. Like, it's not super clear that there's accessible space in there, but you know, also it's a puzzle game, right? It's gotta make you think and struggle sometimes. And so if we do that, we can see, okay, yes, there is a room with a battery in there.
It's alive. It's alive.
Okay, so in this one it looks like we've got to get over to that island over there. So yeah, these guys like art is the biggest thing that I'm picking up about them so far. Oh, also I found a collectible. I did not know I was meant to be picking those up. There was another rubber duck in one of the earlier levels, I'm pretty sure. Right, okay. So in this case, we have this photo, and there's another photo in here. So I'm just going to let this play out.
Oh, that's unusual. So the photo is acting a bit weird. Can you hear me?
And it's not just the fact that it errors, it's the sound effect, the appearance of the text, the fact that this is floating in the middle of the world. I love this sort of thing.
Welcome back. A little too soon for my liking, but happy to have you.
That's right, folks. We were living in a simulation. Yeah.
The simulation had some difficulty maintaining itself. We might need to reroute our power sources to keep it running. Bummer, but that's what we get for messing with old tech. Don't worry, love. We'll get it sorted, and then it's off to the races with you. Who knew it'd be this tricky to get ancient tech back in working order? Just look at all this junk lying around. Don't be cruel, Jesse. These people were trailblazers. We could find a real tree of life in there. Or is it more accurate to call it a lightning rod? Well, either way, one thing's clear. The weather disruptor really might be the game changer we need.
So yeah, that whole, you know, you break the simulation, it gets too much JPEG. Really worked for me. Like the game was had kind of sold me on the core mechanic prior to that, but then when that moment happened, that was a real moment of like, oh, I'm going to enjoy, I think, what it's doing in terms of story and world building, let's say. So I'm really not too much further on than this. These people are studying the climate and its potential via a simulation. Seems like this is very much a game about some kind of climate catastrophe. We're monitoring oxygen levels, and this presumably the real world. Who knows, I guess, but you know, sure looks to be in more trouble than the world within the simulation. Alright, so errors are detected, so we just need to reboot the whole thing here.
Nice work. Looks like we're back online.
And wash our hands. Nothing says game was developed since 2020, like having hand sanitizers around the place. There is incidentally nothing behind us. I checked. I was on the lookout for witness level trickery there.
Just as stunning as I remember it. Let's get our bearings and find where we left off.
Okay, so back in the hub world. Can't get to that, can't get to that. This is the first one we did, yeah. Okay, cool. So back in the same puzzle that we broke. And yeah, it's it's working normally now. So the solution here is to get ourselves over in the direction of that teleporter.
Photos are back to normal too. Excellent. Should be smooth sailing from here. Hopefully.
Like, it's lots of this stuff is just really neat. Like, you know, the fact that they use recursion like this as a puzzle mechanic, the fact that you still get the little cropped bits if you didn't you know, place things to fully overlap. It's cool. It really works for me.
Close your eyes.
I don't know if I should. Is this payback for making you mix new soil compositions all day?
Please, Hiraya, have you ever known me to be the vengeful sort?
Okay, see you.
And so, yeah, it also does this.
Oh, it's marvelous. Ang ganda.
See? I told you.
Our footsteps have little scribble noises underneath them. That's a very nice touch. So yeah, getting kind of Unfinished Swan vibes as well for anyone who remembers that charming little game.
The colors. How long did this take you?
Now, that would be telling. Art should retain some mystery, no?
Like, there's definitely no lack of no lack of imagination on the part of the devs here. This is cute and also, like, you know, like well realized, right? It's what you expect it to be. Once you see it, you're like, oh, I get where you're going with this, including little jump sound effect.
I found it. Now this was a funny one. Not your usual style.
You could say I was stretching my creative muscles.
Your mind is limitless. This was fun.
Few things make me happier than when you say that here.
Yeah, little too much on the you know, how nice they all are to each other all the time. Cool. So that's that done. Somewhere around here should be where we go next. I need one more battery from somewhere. Ah, okay, it's this one. I'm gonna pick up the pace a little here, I think. Oops. Not really sure why these are here. I guess it's just to get us used to the photocopy mechanic. So, yeah. This is, we need 2 batteries, we only have 1.
Oh, it must be. Photocopier. I'll test it out.
And now we have 2.
On second thought, why don't I write this one down?
I'm not sure what he's referring to there. Okay, so we have a photocopier. Yeah, this one took me a minute. So pretty clearly we can use this rotated like so to get a path over to the next platform. What took me some time though was to notice that actually that over there is the teleporter, and so what we need to do is to give ourselves a path to that, which we can do like so.
I wonder what else is in. No, what's that? That looks interesting. Let's check it out.
Okay, so there are some optional puzzles around our hub here that we can go and do, but in the interest of progress, let's crack on because this is where I paused in my initial playthrough.
I'm surprised you made it this far. It's been a while since someone's wandered around this place, and it's good to have you. Shall we continue onward? The train will take us to Haraya's station, a place where science and art meet nature. Aran was a brilliant designer. All the lovely artistic elements you see are all thanks to his handiwork. Though his colleagues were just as amazing in their own right. Their work was always set to change the world. Or so they said. Often.
Did that cat just teleport?
An artificial record keeper, developed by Mirren to maintain this place. I'll be here to assist you in any way that I can, and I look forward to seeing what wonders you discover.
Glad to find out that's how they got around. Whoa, is that a tree?
Yes, that's a tree.
These are sick! Wonder if the founder here knew how to rock. Yeah, where's my applause?
Okay. I was was kind of hoping there was going to be a couple of different models here, but these are all some non-copyright infringing strats with the reversed headstock. And yes, also some puns. So enough of that. Right, so yeah, I don't that's the end of me knowing what I'm doing and where I'm going in this game. We're going to have to start figuring things out, so things will probably be a little bit slower from here on out. Nice dried mangoes, and I don't know what that is. So they're doing some kind of science to try and purify water, I guess, is what's going on here. Meanwhile, I would expect there to be a teleporter we can get to.
I've never really seen a tree up close before. Imagine seeing something like this every day. That would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, I've got to admit I've never really seen a tree like this before, so can't really relate. I don't want to brag, I see trees every day, you know. They're not that special. Where are we going? We've got multiple teleporters here. That one's locked. That one's locked. That one's locked. Aha.
This must be the next set.
Alright, get ready to keep up with me being dumb. And taking longer than I should to figure stuff out. Okay, bit of a perspective puzzle of some kind going on here. I'll never take the art of walking into your work for granted. Cool. Oh, there's a cassette down there. Can I have it? No. Okay, not sure what this is trying to communicate to us. There's nowhere else to go. Presumably we need to get across that side. Seems like, you know, it's something in the art of, lining those up. There we go. It was just a little bit off in my orientation earlier. Ooh boy.
Nice one. Huh? That's weird. Sorry, the simulation is really buggy on my end.
Oh no, we're having Zoom call drop out. Everyone turn your cameras off to preserve bandwidth. Alright, I guess I need to be looking at this from kind of down over. Oh hey, it's Cat. Nice.
Can you hear me? Hello? Oh, wait. Oh, I think this is voicemail. So weird. Sorry about this. I've been trying to get back in contact with you. We should be able to communicate through this method, though. I'll keep trying to call. On the bright side, I've been monitoring your vitals in the system, and we're still green on my end. I'll keep you posted if anything changes.
Hey, I'm keeping an eye on if you're alive, and if that changes, I'll be sure to let you know. Thanks, Jesse. Ooh, science. I know enough about science to know that that is a science.
These are interesting experiments, and I like that they're reliant on creativity. There's a lot of creativity in nature. Unexplainable things that uproot themselves and find purchase. I'll make sure to keep an eye out and see how this experiment might blossom.
Oh no, I did. Right, okay, I guess I'll have to place that slightly better. There we go. I guess I need to get rid of some of this wall with the photograph, possibly? Right. Okay, so I guess it's like, hey, place this like so. And then when we do this, that should hopefully, there we go.
Seeing you walk around this place brings back memories.
Alright, looks like things are about to get a step more complicated, so I think that's a good place to leave it for today. If you are enjoying this, then, you know, feel free to do me a solid and drop a like or a subscribe on this video or this channel, respectively. I definitely plan on playing through more of this on stream, so yeah, I'm going to try and do it fairly quickly as well, while the game's kind of fresh, because to be honest, I'm just really keen to keep going with it. It's really working for me so far. So yeah, as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Cheers.